So sometimes you're not asked just to compare two fractions, but to order 3 or maybe 4 or 5 fractions. And there are two main ways of doing this, and I'll show you both ways and you can choose which you like. Now the first way is similar to what we looked at before, and it's using equivalent fractions. I guess actually there's 3 ways. You could draw the bars. Okay, so let's do that method first. And from drawing the bars in this case, it actually seems to be quite clear that 5/9 would be your largest one. Oh, sorry, if you wanted it ascending order, starting with the smallest. So your smallest, you should have 1/7, then 3/8, then 5/9. That's what we're predicting from the diagram. However, but my pieces aren't exactly the same size, so it's not fully accurate, and sometimes that's not so helpful. So anyway, method 1, use the bars. Very useful a lot of the time, always worth having a go at that and seeing if that's going to work for you. Next method, equivalent fractions. So we've got, if I move it up a bit, remind ourselves we've got 5/9, 1/7, and 3/8. So we need to think about what times tables these are in. Hopefully we know our multiplication tables. Unfortunately, I've chosen 3 numbers which don't have any common factors apart from 1 at all, which means the lowest common factor, the lowest common multiple, the first number they go into is obtained by multiplying them together. So 9 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 8 will need to be what my denominator is. So these are all out of 504. Okay. To make this denominator into 504, I multiplied by 7 times 8, so that's 56. So I need to multiply the numerator by 56. Well, 5 times 50 is 250, 5 times 6 is 280 in total. Okay, well this one's quite easy. You're multiplying that by 9 times 8, which is 72. And for 3/8, you're multiplying here by 9 times 7, which is 63, which is going to be 189. So if I have it in ascending order, it's going to be 1/7, 3/8, and 5/9. Let's just check that's what we got last time. Yeah, and I would actually say in this case, this method was easier than the method we've just done. But this method can be useful if they do have some common factors and it's hard to tell from the diagrams. And the third method that we can use is bearing in mind the fact that this line means divide. Okay, so I'm doing 5 divided by 9 here, so use the bus stop method. Really important, you make sure you put the right number in the right place. You're doing 5 divided by 9. Okay, 9 into 5 goes 0 times. You're going to need to put your decimal point there, and you're going to need some trailing zeros. Remainder 5 goes, 9 goes into 55 times for 45. Remainder 5, oh look, it's going to be recurring forever and ever. So you can just say 0.5 recurring. Okay, 0.5555555. Okay, well, we've now got 1 divided by 7, which again, make sure you do the right way around. You're doing 1 divided by 7, you're going to need some trailing zeros. Goes 0 times, remainder 1, 7 goes into 10 once, remainder 3, 7 goes into 34 times, remainder 2, 7 goes into 20 2 times, remainder 6. And you might think, well, this is going to go on and on, isn't it? I mean, surely this is a bit pointless, it's going to take a long time. Well, yes, but actually that's enough information. In fact, 0.1 was enough information for you because you can clearly see that that number is smaller than this 0.555 number. And now let's have a look at 3/8. So 3 divided by 8, some trailing zeros, goes 0 times, remainder 3, 8 goes into 30 3 times, remainder 6. Okay, and again, already 0.3 something, okay? This is enough for us to tell what we need to tell. which is that 0.1 something is smaller than 0.3 something, which is smaller than 0.5 something. So, as before, ascending order, starting with the smallest, is this. Okay, it is worth going to at least 2 decimal places usually, because it might be they have the same first decimal place, but if you can see that they don't, stop at 1 by all means, that is fine. So there's your 3 methods, you choose which one you like, have a go at the exercises.